So what's the title of this article?
Master on the Mound.
As a good reader, you automatically think strategically and actively to understand what you read. As a tutor, your challenge is to learn specific reading comprehension strategies to teach explicitly, one at a time, to your learner. By learning comprehension strategies, your learner will become aware of how to think in order to make meaning while reading. Skimming is a comprehension strategy that helps readers get to know a text without reading it thoroughly. Good readers skim texts automatically, but struggling readers must be explicitly taught the steps involved in skimming, such as reading the title, subtitles, and headings, looking at illustrations, reading the first and last sentence of each paragraph, looking for key words, and thinking about the text's meaning.
Okay, Samantha, we've been doing different activities
Yes.
that help us practice the skill of skimming,
Okay.
which will help us understand what we're reading better. And so this is our final activity. And again, I hope it's going to be a fun one.
All right.
I'm going to time you, so it's sort of like a little game. And so you said that you were interested in this article because you live in Santa Clara. And why else did you say that you're interested in this article?
I know someone in the picture.
Yeah, you know the gentleman playing the trumpet in the
Yes.
picture. And
Yeah.
so this piqued your attention and you would like to read this article. But again, we don't have time to read it right now. We just want to get a general idea of what this article is about. We just want to get the gist. And so in order to do that, we're going to skim it. We're going to use this 5-step process.
Okay.
So the first step is what? Can you read what the first step?
Read the title, scriptless,
Subtitles?
and headings to find what the text is about.
Let's actually read through all 5 steps and then we'll go and we'll do each one. So what's step number 2?
Look at the illustrations for future information about the topic.
For further information about the topic, good.
Read the first and last sentence of each paragraph.
Okay. And
Don't-
Step 4.
Step 4 is don't read every word or every sentence. Let your eyes skim over the text, taking in the key words.
Good. And step 5, the last one?
Think more about the meaning of the text.
Using the strategy of the 5 steps to skim a text, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to use the 5 steps of this strategy to skim a text. And then I'm going to say stop. And then I'll say, okay, what is the general idea of this article?
Okay.
Tell me in your own words, can you summarize the gist of this idea? Okay, does that sound
Okay.
good? All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, start. Okay, stop. Okay, so you had 2 minutes to skim this article. What's the general idea? What's the big takeaway from this idea?
The Memorial Day in Santa Clara. And someone I knew who was a veteran,
Okay.
and he plays the trumpet.
Uh-huh.
And there was the mayor, people from City Hall, Parks and Rec was there, and former Miss America,
Oh.
saying the national anthem.
The general idea of this article is to tell us
What was going on in Santa Clara?
on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened in Santa Clara on Memorial Day? Who was there?
The residents,
Yeah.
past veterans, future veterans,
So you didn't take the time to read this article, sentence by sentence, word by word, get all the details, but do you feel like you got enough of an idea just by skimming that you sort of, if somebody said, hey, what happened in Santa Clara this Memorial Day weekend, that you'd be able to tell them?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like skimming is a useful tool after all this practice that we've done in these different activities?
No, it was fun skimming. I like it.
And so how do you think that you will use skimming in your own life?
Probably when I'm reading the newspaper or a book or watching the news on TV.
Do you sometimes get mail, Like junk mail?
Yeah, I skim that too.
Absolutely. You're not going to sit there and read 5 pages of, this. You're going to you open it, you skim it,
Toss it away.
you toss it. Can you think of any other ways that you'll skim?
When you're at school or work, the fruits and vegetables, you gotta scan that and tell them what kind of name it is and how much it is.
When you're working at the grocery store, you sort of skim the list of fruits and vegetables so that you can get a general idea of what costs what.
Yeah.
So you like this idea of skimming? You think it's useful?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so do you feel like you understand the strategy, the tool of skimming, or do you feel like maybe you and I should practice a little bit more?
I think I understand it.
We did a lot of activities.
Yeah.
And you're really good at it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you got it. I think so.
Okay.
Good. All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
You've just seen a learner and a tutor practicing skimming strategies to help the learner understand the gist of the text. You can use this strategy with a variety of texts for several different purposes, depending on your learner's interests and needs. The goal of practicing reading comprehension is for your learner to master and internalize more and more comprehension strategies to choose from and use in a variety of reading situations. You've seen a tutor do quite a bit of talking when explaining a new strategy. During most lessons, you and your learner would be equally talkative.